It is my great pleasure to introduce and welcome home Dr. Aaron Thompson.
I'm the fourth president for the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, the CPE, we call it, and we are the coordinating governing body of higher education for Kentucky. Students are what I call our future economic development engine. Students are the ones that we have to energize to think about higher education, that higher education is for them, that they can afford to go, that they have access to go, that if they go, we'll give them the inputs they need to be successful. Students are truly, if we think about it, the core to any of the things that we should be focused on. I'm out to talk about access and affordability. You know, what are their concerns? What are their pain points around higher education? What can we do better in our job to provide them with the needs that they have? Higher education has undergone some changes, true enough, but there's still, in many cases, a belief that we're not serving as big of a purpose as we need to serve. So my job is to talk about the value of higher education, but it's also to listen to our citizens that we want to tell us how they value higher education, or if they do, and if they don't, why. I'm happy to start in Clay County because this is where I got my base. We're a county that has low educational attainment. Although we have a high college going rate, higher than the state average by a couple of percentage points, but still not as high as it should be. And we are not getting enough of our citizens to get engaged in higher education to get that credential that actually can help this community to build itself to economic prosperity. So I'm happy to start here. It feels right. It feels like where I should start.
I'm not surprised with the turnout at all today. I feel like that our community is ready to see some things happen here, especially from an education standpoint. I mean, with EKU campus being here, and of course the school system being one of the main entities of our community.
I look at all my partners to get us here coming from a variety of sources. We're working with industry, working with the workforce, we're working with our P-12 partners, but we're definitely working with our legislative members.
And I heard Aaron talk about this, talking to Derek Ramsey, who is the Secretary of Education, and talking to Wayne Lewis at the State Board of Education to see what we can do, all right, and collectively, us as policymakers, those individuals as the implementers of those policies, to make sure that education at all levels is working well together to make sure children and non-traditional students are becoming educated to where they can go out and get a job or have a good, productive career.
You know, it's about partnerships, pathways, and we're going to have potholes at times, but if we're actually in community, then we can help figure out how to fill those potholes to get our students where they need to be toward prosperity. We're not going to have any success in this state unless we think about all of this as a one big community, as a set of partners, as a way that we can depend on each other's expertise and the jobs we're responsible for to focus on the future of our citizens. And the students, that's not a bad place to start.